escape from the trap of the devil. From his brimstone bed at the break of day, a walking the devil is going, to look at his little snub form shape of the world and see how his stock goes on. How then was the devil dressed? He was in his Sunday best. His coat was red and his breeches were blue, and there was a hole where his tail came through. It's a lot of fiction in that poem, but there's some solemn reality there too. That the devil does go to and fro seeking whom he may destroy. And the devil's after you, and the devil is after me. And don't look at your neighbor talking about, yeah, it does kind of look like the devil's after them. No, he's after you too. And he's not trying to hurt your feelings. He's trying to destroy you. And the thing about it, whenever you preach a message that deals with the devil in any way, the danger is that so many people immediately turn you off. Listen what it says in verse 14, 2 Timothy, verse 14, chapter 2. Keep reminding them of those things. Warn them before God against, here it is, quarreling about words. It is of no value and only ruins those who listen. And then in verse 16 it says, avoid godless chatter, because those who indulge in it will become more and more ungodly. He said the problem with so many of us is we take God's word, and rather than use it for instruction and inspiration and direction, that we simply argue with people about his word. We argue with our friends, and we argue with family members and co-workers on the job. We going back and forth about what this means and that means. And the Apostle Paul says, when we doing all that arguing, he says, it's of no value to anybody. It ruins those who participate in the argument. It ruins those who are listening to it. So rather than bringing restoration, we really bring ruin.